He's a big fan.
No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Carone. Stop asking.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him.
Yeah. Now
See?
we're talking.
You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun.
Alright, new plan. Frankly, I do not give a shit at this point, because I liked Freddy. Freddy was a good character. At this point, I could give a shit about any of the other gods. If the game was trying to make me feel like that, bingo, you done it. If there's any way that Grace can sing them into killing themselves, walking into the sea Poseidon style, that'd be dope.
I'm sorry it came to this, Grace. It's clear what your friend meant to you.
Her name is Freddy. Was Freddy. She was more than just my friend.
Yes, I see that. Grace, is that how Calliope died? Was she also attacked by the Furies? Do you remember?
know. She was stabbed,
Yeah.
it looked like.
She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
No doubt sent by the same person. Perhaps for the same reason.
Would it just be the Fates then? You said that nobody else can really command the Furies.
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
No one does, not these days. Hecate herself would have been my guess. Zeus might have, in his role as king of old Olympus, but he is long gone.
Clearly someone can do it.
Unless they weren't summoned. They could have been responding to something you did unwittingly, something Calliope also did. And what that could be? I'm afraid I have no clue.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They exist to punish. They demanded blood, and blood was taken. It didn't need to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
They wouldn't have rested, not ever, until they had their due.
But then you could have thrown, like, a chicken at them or something, and they'd have been fine. We're like, hell yeah, we stabbed that chicken, but we're good.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just a feeling. I still don't understand why.
There's only one use for that mirror, to speak to the Fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates know all that is or will be. Destiny is theirs to command, or so it's said. One contacts them either to know one's fate, or to change it. Not that the Fates are likely to oblige.
Okay.
Can these fates really control the future?
They control the fate of all beings. I imagine it's they who give Apollo his powers, and they who write Hecate's books.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with them.
Or you, it seems.
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
They're not known to be vindictive. If they don't want to answer, they simply won't.
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
Think of them as forces of nature, but an aspect mortals rarely encounter. They're older than any idol. They were created to enforce the ancient laws.
But
There are ancient laws now?
why do they dress
Well, there
like
were.
they did?
Laws even the idols had to obey, from the earliest days of old Olympus. Even if they still existed and you'd broken one, we would all know. These are not petty crimes one stumbles into.
Okay.
I don't know
Seems
what to do.
silly to me.
We
but
still have
that's
no
okay.
idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the Fates.
Well, there is another way to ask them.
I wondered how long that would take.
Oh, for the love
Hecate
of
is
Jeff.
enraged. She's threatened to close off the reliquary entirely and forever. Athena is beside herself.
Okay, cool.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough. You just had to keep pushing, didn't you? Until you got what you wanted.
Shut up, you're not off the hook either.
This isn't about me. We're out of options, Apollo, and you know there's only one other way to contact the Fates.
Oh, how convenient.
Wait, what's this about some other way? What are you talking about, Persephone?
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you just
I thought
fucking
not.
hands in the pockets over there, bud.
The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Okay.
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
So why has nobody
The
else...
throne itself
Okay.
is the key, both symbolically and
It's
literally.
fucking not even got it.
Claim
We
it,
haven't even
and
tried to
Hades
overthrow
is
before. Who
yours.
gives a shit, whatever.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
We'd be breaking a rule. Uh-huh.
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
Don't worry, Hermes is a friend.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to.
You just have to ask him
Then why did you
politely.
come, Apollo? To gloat? To wish Grace well? Or to actually help? Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the Fates. It's simple.
Bada bing, bada boom, Apollo. For crying out loud.
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
It just happens to be serendipitous, you know?
But that's not why you originally agreed to help me?
No, that's not why.
Okay. Listen, I trust you.
Oh, it's another crazy plan, right?
At this point,
Grace,
Greece has nothing left to lose.
I know, but there's no point in stopping now, is there?
Exactly.
I can't. I'm sorry, but this is a step too far.
Oh my
And
god.
consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
It's true.
Wait, what? Freddy's in Hades? What? Persephone, why didn't you lead with that?
I didn't want it to seem like I was playing on your sympathy, Grace.
But you'll play on mine.
Yes.
Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
Okay, good. Nobody likes your
That's what you
apologies,
prefer,
Wiz.
by all means.
I swear. If
It's
it's
fine,
not
Hermes.
Athena, it's you
Get
who
this
done
over
it.
with.
You're like the mopiest fucking guy. It's because nobody looks up at the sun anymore? Is that why, Apollo?
Shall I wait here, or...
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
Yeah, okay.
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless.
Hades?
They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
Personally, I'm here to save Freddy.
Freddy's dead, Hermes.
What? When did that happen?
You didn't even get
She
to
was
watch the
killed by
movie,
the Furies.
Hermes.
That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to try to find her there. You're her friend too. I know you wouldn't want to abandon her.
Okay.
Hop in the back of my
Signal when you need to come back.
Ford Taurus.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the Underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go. Welcome to the real Underworld.
Yay.
Wow.
People are dying to get in, you know? And we just walked right in.
It feels so empty. So lonely.
Yeah.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since
Not
my exile.
Orpheus.
I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
The name sounds so familiar. I don't remember my antiquity.
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the Underworld to retrieve his love.
Yes,
Eurydice,
yes,
and left
yes.
with
I
nothing.
remember this.
Hades tricked him, you see. And with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours.
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry
Yeah.
little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
Exactly.
And what are we supposed to do?
Kick him off the
Organize an
throne.
armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
He's probably just sitting
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
there. You're gonna sing him off the throne.
Oh, you'll see.
Oh my goodness, Grace. Don't you know? Don't you know what you can do?
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to cross the Styx.
Be great. My goodness. I know this is the Underworld, but it doesn't need to look like a dump all the time, right?
The ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Much determination. Yo, what's up?
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Core Sotiera, once queen of the Underworld, and shall be again. No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Feel like cards would have been pretty cheap. Could have got across.
Hey there! I'm Grace, idol and last of the muses. Is that enough?
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing? He says he's always liked the muses and that you're very pretty.
He's a big fan.
No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him.
Persephone, we don't have to pay
Let's
anything
get
if we just
underway,
play the
Carone.
damn game.
It's a long
Come on,
ride to
man.
the throne room.
Well, as it turns out, we didn't have to pay anything. Game, you teased me with some kind of gameplay.
I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story. Every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Really is dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
It wasn't your fault. There was no right or wrong. It wasn't your fault. You didn't belong. If my life was stolen, I wouldn't know where to
That's
turn.
very pixely like.
Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
Someone's coming. There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room.
To the throne room.
This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
We
coming.
might have a problem.
A wolf is waiting in the
This
tomb.
bard's already
Someone's
dead.
coming.
But you can defeat him.
I can feel them howling at the
My
moon.
help.
Don't forget where we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget.
that reeks
But you
of
can bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been. What happened to the music?
God damn it. Oh my god, he's got a
I have been
fucking
waiting
guitar.
for you, Persephone, for so long.
Oh shit, this is gonna
And
turn into some
you brought a muse.
amazing
Hi.
music right away.
Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Benny. Welcome to my underworld. Let me treat you to a song, a welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse, any requests? Questions?
My friend is dead. Can you help me?
Emo music it is.
Loop. The river keeps secrets deep in the water. How far do you sink till you're buried below? I challenged the fates and found my Eurydice, but you had to kill her, and I won't let it go. You're asking the wrong person.
It wasn't your fault. How are you to react? It wasn't your fault. Now there's no turning back. If my love was taken, I wouldn't know where to turn. Your candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
This tete-a-tete is over. If he's the victim, what am I?
Queen, let's not lose our composure. The muse understands.
Well, I won't comply. I'd rather die.
I have nothing but a dark and empty hole, wanting something to fill a shallow soul. I am the king of constant sorrow with a throne room.
It's not your throne, Orpheus.
It will be until you admit you were wrong.
I wouldn't go there. It's too much for you, and I'm not sorry for your mistake.
Orpheus, you could stop this song now, or better yet, we could work this all out. There's a new day coming.
That would require Persephone to listen, would it not?
I've heard enough.
So much for your new day, dear muse.
You guys make it real tough for
It
me.
wasn't your fault. You were never to blame. Hades was a monster. We were a part of his game. Orpheus, where's your fire? When will the music return?
The candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn.
You both exist somewhere on the border between real and imagined, the living, the dead. So how can this place be everything you dreamed of? You both deserve more. You must let it go. You both deserve more than this stupid throne.
Kick it over, Grace. Oh, that was a bit anticlimactic.
We have been fools.
Quite.
You're right. Yet, what about the throne? We can't just leave it empty.
Let
can
one of
we?
those green spirits just sit in it. Oh, yes, kick it over. Thank you.
All that going around in circles, digging up old wounds, and for what? So you can fight over a chair.
A stupid stone chair that looks real uncomfortable. Thank you,
There.
Grace.
You
Fix-
dare.
Fixed it for you.
What gives you the right to interfere in this manner? That throne was not yours to break.
Build another throne.
You were obsessed, Persephone. You still are. You need to get over it.
And that's for you to decide, is it? That I should get over it? So what's your plan now, Grace? I assume you must have one after that big demonstration.
Yes. We're gonna go
You
find
said
Freddy.
Freddy was here, right? Then we should be able to find her. We just need to look.
Let's say you do. Okay, what then? You expect to walk out of Hades with her spirit in tow?
Yes.
Why not? It would have worked for Orpheus if he hadn't looked back, right?
You don't get it, do you? There is no way to free someone from the land of the dead. Not for Orpheus, and certainly not for you.
And the Fates?
Even if you could contact them, Grace, I assure you, they simply wouldn't.
So you really just did bring us down here so you could get the throne.
I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, you're you. And I believed what I wanted to believe.
And neither of us will get what we want today.
Good, then I'm glad I
As
broke
opposed to your original
stupid
plan,
chair.
where that would have only been me.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
That's not what you
Why?
just said.
We can't bring her back.
Exactly.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Look, there. Freddy was there the whole time.
Freddy, you're here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
I do. I want to go back. I want it all to go back. It's not supposed to end like this.
This isn't the end. Hey, it's not by a long shot. You still have a whole story to finish.
Without you.
Yeah. Without me.
I don't want to.
Well, I don't blame you. I happen to be really good company.
Hey, no. I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Oh my god, I forgot Calliope would definitely be in Hades. Freddy for the win.
Calliope? This...
Persephone.
You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace. Idols don't...
Is inside Grace.
Okay.
The rest of me?
Persephone, there's no way you wouldn't have known this
This
then.
is real.
Oh my god.
I guess you two were better acquainted than you said.
She gave her a
Persephone?
apartment.
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Apollo's prophecy?
Yeah, oh hell yeah.
He didn't tell you? No. I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
Let's start with Apollo.
Start with Apollo. How is he involved in all this?
Apollo delivered, with great reluctance, a prophecy that said I needed to die.
And who did he deliver this prophecy to?
Athena.
No.
Uh-huh.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could. If they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
I'm guessing
But
that would have
how
been
did you get the
Pan.
Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
I knew it. Sort of. Maybe. What's a prophecy?
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
Knew it.
How did you
I
even
knew it was
find
Athena.
out?
She's the worst.
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
God
But
dang
the
it.
prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
You went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
Don't know if we should be angry at Calliope or not.
I wish you hadn't. You didn't give me any choice.
I wanted to. I thought I would at least have time to explain.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have believed you.
The Furies, they kept coming. It was all I could do just to reach you. I am so sorry, Grace. I truly did not mean for it to be like this.
That's it then. Now we know the whole truth.
We need to confront Athena. Apollo, too, for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
We don't know that.
That's also sort of true. I reckon we just kill Athena, though. You know? I'm itching for some deicide, you know?
Time to say goodbye, I guess.
In song.
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but
from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go.
It's time to go.
Will I know where to go without you to guide the way across the storming seas? I've had a compass bright and clear. Listen to me when I say, whatever path from which you think you strayed, you will find your way.
Two voice actors singing
But it's
sounded
time
so similar when they went back and forth
It's
there.
time to go. It's time to go. It was quick and so was I was not prepared to die, but grace, I choose this, and I know you'll get by. It's time. So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud, Grace. Freddie, I gave everything to watch you go. I know. Now it's time to go.